From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 9. Presented by Renault Quid. Powered by Siska Wires and Cables. Kamla Pasand. PolicyBazaar.com. And Sterling.
Good evening and welcome. They wanted the proof. We have the proof. We have shown them the proof. They wanted the proof that terrorists were killed. We have shown them the burial ground through a satellite image. A burial ground so large and so recent that the bodies of hundreds of terrorists lie beneath. They say a Reuters report claims that the buildings have not been damaged. I personally think that the news agency Reuters should seriously reassess their understanding of defense technology and realize that the Israeli Spice 2000 missile uses technology that does not depend on traditional methods of incineration or shrapnel. That it pierces through and creates a blast so focused that nobody can be saved. In other words, we at Republic have silenced all the cynics today, and yet they won't stop, viewers. They won't stop. They won't stop questioning, and they won't stop cribbing. And because of our coverage, Pakistan's ISI has over the last 3 days launched counterattacks on Republic. Everything that they can possibly do, including attempts to hack our website, everything. The entire Pakistani propaganda machinery has targeted Republic, and the latest is that they have photoshopped an image on top of a Republic TV screen and got their paid propagandists in India to circulate it. Don't spare these people, viewers. Tonight, I seek your support. Because for the last 2 weeks and more, our news desks on Republic TV English and Republic Bharat have been fighting and exposing Pakistan on every front. Both in Pakistan, we've got the facts and data, we've questioned them. And at the same time, what makes the Pakistanis very uncomfortable is that this Republic Media Network has also targeted Pakistan's propagandists in India. But what happened this morning and over the last 24 hours, the joint attack on both Republic TV and the Indian Army using their paid cyber propagandists has revealed Pakistan's true intent. They are a very frustrated lot. Because the people of India are with us. They are frustrated for that. And they are also frustrated because the people of India are united. They are frustrated because they're paid propagandists in India. And I assure you, viewers, one day today, one day, I will name their paid propagandists in India. If they are watching this program tonight, be very afraid. The day is not far when I will name you and expose you with information and data about what you're doing. I will one day expose by name the Mir Jafars in this country, the Jaychands in this country. I will expose their links and I will expose what they get paid in cash and in kind. But for now, let me just call them the paid propagandists who get paid in dollars for serving the ISI well. Pakistan is frustrated that they've proven to be useless in spreading cynicism or doubt in the mind of 1.3 billion Indians. Once again, viewers, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for standing by us. Together we shall overcome this and we shall fight Pakistan back. We have two big debates today. Two big debates. The first, of course, is based upon the hard visual evidence that I have bringing before you today. We got the proof. They wanted the proof. When we show them the proof, they run for cover. Debate number one. Debate number 2 tonight. Mediate or not? Find a midway path or wait? India wants an Ayodhya solution. That's at 10:15, and here are the headlines. This Wednesday evening, the 6th of March, on the Debate Tonight. You want the proof? Here it is. 10 high-resolution satellite images reveal the destruction in Balakot. 6 hits revealed in the Republic Bharat news break. We entered their territory and struck their terror camps with precision. High-tech Israeli Spice 2000 missiles with 100% precision strike rate ensure the Jaish camp is wiped out. And look at this, a mass grave, an ambulance and a Pakistani army vehicle for cleanup jobs spotted at the site.
I don't know where the numbers are coming from. What the Indian Air Force chief says, I believe that. And I think the BJP would do a great service to this nation if it allowed the government to make official statements as opposed to second-guessing the numbers.
Their demand for proof is shut down. The opposition is now demanding casualty figures. Stakeholders divided as the Supreme Court pushes for mediation in the Ayodhya dispute. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last 8 days, a group of politicians have been hounding our forces and insulting India. They do it repeatedly. They won't stop. They wanted proof of the airstrikes tonight. I want to tell them Republic has the proof. We have the ultimate evidence and we've shown it. 10 pictures, high resolution, which show the 100% successful strike on the largest Jaish-e-Mohammed training camp in Pakistan. Here's the proof, and tonight we'll debate.
On the Debate Tonight, the proof is out. Proof of the February 26th airstrike. These high-resolution satellite images show you how Jaish was blasted and buried in Balakot.
ये भारत के नंबर 1 चैनल पे सबसे बड़ी खबर इस वक्त दिख रही है। बाएं तरफ आपको दिख रही है बाद की पिक्चर, अटैक के बाद वाली पिक्चर ये है और अटैक के पहले वाली पिक्चर ये है। ये सुपर एक्सक्लूसिव खबर सिर्फ रिपब्लिक भारत पर।
Before and after pictures prove the Indian Air Force carried out a super precision strike using high-tech Spice 2000 missiles. Here's proof number 1.
The video shows a Spice 2000 missile falling. Look at that. It glides, penetrates, enters the building. It enters the building. In the bottom of your screen, you see it glides, enters the building, doesn't destroy the building. It doesn't destroy the building. It enters and it explodes inside the building, intended to kill specific targets.
Mounted on our Mirage 2000s, smart guided air-to-surface Israeli Spice 2000 missiles made 6 incisions into the targets. Watch how.
It facilitates penetration of hardened targets.
Proof number 2. Debris around the largest Jaish terror camp. Proof number 3. Watch closely. The ground next to the terror camp seems dug up.
The camp that was hit, and while we talk about the missiles, these high-tech Israeli missiles which go on, which went in. Now these missiles are such advanced missiles that they do not have to destroy the target completely.
Proof number 4. 2 vehicles seen in the images right outside the destroyed terror camp.
From the naked eye, you can see the roof there and the roof here. Visible damage on top. You can see the impact points from where the missile struck. And the Spice 2000 missile, as we have been showing here on Republic TV, enters a building and explodes.
The Prime Minister said it.
उस हमले का मुंह तोड़ जवाब हमारी वायुसेना द्वारा आतंकियों के घर में घुस करके दिया जा चुका है.
The Indian Air Force said it.
Target has been clearly amplified by the Foreign Secretary in his statement. And of course, if we plan to hit the target, we hit the target. Otherwise, why would he have responded?
The government said it.
पाकिस्तान में आतंकवादी ठिकाने पर हमला किया था, कितने वहां पर आतंकवादी मारे गए? बहनों भाइयों, आज नहीं तो कल इस बात का खुलासा हो जाएगा कि कितने आतंकवादी मारे गए.
Today, this visual proof is a slap on the face of Imran Khan, Pakistan, and the show-proof brigade. Let's debate.
And first tonight I want to say something before I introduce my panel, and I can tell you it's a big panel. People say, why do you have big panels, Arnab? Can't you have smaller panels? And I say, because we have big debates and big issues. They say have fewer people. I said, but a lot of people in this country want to participate, and I'm grateful for them for their time. I shall make the utmost attempt to give everybody equal time on this debate. And pardon me for the number of boxes, but let me tell you, the number of hearts beating in India with pride at the precision strikes, they can never be put in boxes. They are in over 1 billion today. Well said. And I want to say this, Gaurav, to you before I start, that I will take on the cynics today. I will take on the park lovers. But before that, on a positive note, my friend Gaurav, you and I have been doing this. You know, when I learned about the super technology that is used in the Indian Air Force strike against Pakistan, there is a sense of mesmerizing. I feel mesmerized and proud and humbled at the same time that we are protected and armed with such weaponry, Gaurav.
Absolutely.
You know, such weaponry. You can't believe it, viewers, what you're about to see and what we'll describe to you today. Such weaponry, and more than that, viewers, such intent to defend Indian interests. Such accuracy. And apart, you know, can we have everyone on the screen? Apart from a small group of people who let India down every time. There's a small group of people, but look at what we have done. Now, can I show the pictures full frame, please? First, I want to show you some of the pictures of the no, it's not a surgical strike, it's even much bigger than that. The Balakot airstrike, I want to describe it, Gaurav, you and me, right?
Yep.
It's a Spice 2000 missile that's put on top of Mirage 2000, right? Takes off from Agra, IL-78 from Bareilly, Sukhoi 20 from Halwara, Sukhoi 30 from Batinda, air warning support. It's a mega super strike mission. And the pictures you're seeing on the screen, which I'll show you the packaged images right now, are the before and after pictures of this mega super strike. And now I'll show you using the video. You see the before and after, and I'll explain to you in some course. There is a complete change if you look at this in detail. Can we just show the video? The video? Yeah. So if you just look at the manner in which this before and after works, broadly let me tell you, before the strike, it's one big maidan that you will see, one big ground. After the strike, that ground, when you look at it close up, turns into a burial ground. And that's a large area. You would have about 800 square feet, 600 meters, radius at least. And if half that ground has been dug up, you can see it clearly on the left-hand side. Do you see those corrugated pictures? You see those patches? You see the Clare Maidan on the right? Stay on this picture and look at the left. The entire Maidan in 3 days has been dug up. Entire Maidan. That is because under that Maidan, it's been dug up, and satellite imagery says it's been recently dug up, the entire ground, which means the precise point, and now I'll show you why it's been dug up, because you will see those particular the pinholes. I'll show you the pinholes. On one building there are 3 pinholes. This particular Spice 3000 is a precision surgical pinhole which is seen at various points. 1, 2, 3, you can see there are a total of 8 of them. The structure and the ground impact is clearly visible, the debris is visible, but the point is the pinhole enters and blasts inside. So there is no incineration, I was told. I spoke to the experts who helped me get this story. They said, Arnab, there is no incineration, there's no fire, there's no shrapnel. It is just a massive blast inside, creates a vacuum, sucks everyone up. Not one person can survive. That's the force of the vacuum that is created inside. It will just rip apart your intestines. I'm sorry to be graphic about it. There is no body part which will remain after this. All that will remain is parts of bodies, and that's what they have gone and dug. The Pakistan Army vehicle clearly seen out there. You can see the Pak Army bus, you can see the ambulance, the debris, the mound. It's a sense of shock. And all the propaganda videos that we were shown was some base of a mountain. But the image here is on top of the mountain. I have the latitude and longitude. This is deadly impact, the most successful strike. Now I want to ask you, Gaurav.
Yes.
Are there any questions after this? Now let's go into the debate. Are there any questions that remain after this?
No, absolutely, Arnab.
I will show you more images as they happen, and I'll also show you the S-2000 missile video as it is released, so we understand how it operates, please.
No, absolutely. Arnab, I've seen the video. I've spoken in length with Air Marshal Sinha. He's explained the context, the technicalities, and one thing for sure, Arnab.
Yeah.
I think it's difficult to find everybody inside that hall or that house would have been vaporized. The temperatures are 1,000, 2,000 degrees inside.
I'm aware.
You know, it will melt metal, it will melt glass.
Yeah,
forget about human body. It just finished everybody inside. Arnab.
Absolutely. And with me here today is Air Marshal SBP Sinha. Before I go into the debate, I want Air Marshal Sinha, you know, who's, by the way, the country's foremost #1 expert on this kind of air-to-surface missiles. Air Marshal Sinha, I've shown you the images. Let me clarify, you've not accessed those images and given me, I've got them on my own. Having seen them with a neutral Air Force expert's eye, what do you see, sir, when you see those pictures? About what happened in Balakot.
The images that you have shown.
Yeah, let me show the images, the packaged images, and we'll have Air Marshal, and then we'll take it forward. Yeah.
It is exactly how the missile is supposed to function.
Yeah.
This missile is a
branded
smart precision standoff weapon. By this it means that this missile, after being launched, will head on to the target autonomously. It has mid-course guidance by GPS, followed by digital scene correlation and picture matching, wherein you feed very high resolution imagery, satellite imagery based on your attack direction into the missile, and the missile EO/IR optical payloads detect the scene ahead and they match it, and that is how it achieves an accuracy.
Just look at that.
The pictures that are fed into the missile are of very high resolution of less than 50 to 60 centimeters obtained from the satellites.
Yeah.
And it has the ability to attack within half a pixel. That is the kind of accuracy that it has.
Yeah.
And the missile diameter is only 50 centimeters.
Yeah.
So therefore, when it enters in a top attack, you will have a hole of maximum 50 to 60 centimeters.
Yeah.
And this hole, which is there, the missile enters and there is a pre-programmed time delay for it to go into the burst.
Yeah.
And after it enters the main building, it bursts, causing a blast and fire.
Yeah.
And there are no shrapnels. It is primarily to create a blast.
Yeah.
You will all recall what happens in a suicide bomb attack when a person with just 5 to 7 kgs of explosive on his body enters a room and explodes. Everyone is eliminated. Here you are talking of more than 50, 70, 100 kgs of explosives which are exploding in a closed environment. This weapon was configured for leadership kill. That is, when you enter a
complete
command and
destruction
control,
complete destruction.
Yeah, command and control system, you destroy the entire personalities that are inside.
Yeah.
And this is what it was aimed for.
So look at this, sir. I mean,
and the timing was 3:30 Indian time. In Pakistan, it will be 3 o'clock.
When they're all sleeping in one place.
All sleeping in one place, and this place was determined with intelligence as to where they will be.
Yeah. So now can I start the debate? Tell me, Amar Venkatesh, should I ask for an apology today or not? Should I or not, Amar? Let's start the debate.
Absolutely.
From all the people asking for proof, I've shown them the proof. Should I demand an apology?
Arnab, absolutely, because what they were questioning was the armed forces. They were questioning the army people, the men in uniform, who have nothing to do with the politics of the country. The men in uniform have carried out a professional strike. And I am not an expert on weaponry. I do not know how it has happened, and the experts in the panel have described it in more than graphic detail. Be that as it may, now it is for these gentlemen, if they are gentlemen, to stand up and say, sorry, we doubted the capability of our armed people. We doubted the words of the Air Marshal. We doubted the words and the deeds of our valiant people.
We are trying to have a political capital out of it. We are not the army or Air BJP. Please don't.
Viewers, they try to change their line right now, viewers. Now, once I just have to speak over them because I don't want to be loud. I'm right, but I won't be loud. The fact of the matter is, viewers, now they'll try to change their line. I want you to remember, viewers. I want you to remember.
And we have killed people.
Louder, please. I can't hear anyone in the studio, please.
300, 400, 500. You are capitalizing everywhere in every election rally. The people of this nation are united to fight against terrorism. And you want to believe these studio manufactured pictures plotted on a Google map.
As to the political
nobody is
just one minute. I'd like Gaurav Arya and Nishant on screen. Oh, nobody else. Gaurav Arya and Nishant. I'll take the pictures in the middle. I have a question for both of you. Gentlemen, calm down. 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 I ask you tonight. I ask you tonight, Gaurav. Gaurav, can I just request Gaurav and Nishant? Thanks very much. Thanks very much. And I'm just asking one question. Can I just ask them, please? Gaurav, why do you think Nishant is laughing out there? You know, problem is, you think the people will forget how over the last 2 weeks, this man Nishant has been questioning the strike. Has been questioning the strike. You know, for the last 1 week, he's been saying, how is the government saying there's a fantastic strike? I don't believe anyone. I will not believe anything. Today, you see, I don't know why he's laughing. I think he's laughing out of embarrassment because we're showing the high resolution images of the strike. We've down to the latitude and longitude.
After Gaurav.
Right? We have the proof of the strike for the first time. 1 minute. Why do you think he's laughing like that? I think the people of the country are laughing at him. What do you think, Gaurav?
Arnab, I think why Nishant is laughing is that there is nothing else to do now. The proof is out in the open, and the videos which are being filmed by the gun cameras of those Mirage 2000s, and the Air Marshal here will bear me out on this, and the UAVs and the other aircraft will in course of time reveal that everything has been photographed. The Air Marshal has already told you why the buildings have not been destroyed, because this is a different kind of munition. It's a smart munition. It does not destroy buildings. And the reason why it was chosen was they did not want any collateral damage. I think, Arnab, it's as clear as day. Now, if somebody wants to laugh, if you want to doubt,
I just want to ask you,
it's a pleasure.
GD Bakshi, do you think that now that I have shown, and I am shown images, GD Bakshi replaces Gaurav Arya on the left, stay with the pictures in the middle. I'm asking this to GD Bakshi. GD Bakshi, I'm asking you, and Twitter, I want to tell Twitter, you are under suspicion. Never forget that.
You wanted me to respond.
I'm telling
after Gaurav,
Twitter
right?
and Dick Corsi or whatever his name is who handles Twitter. Don't try to play down the tweets. Twitter, I'm warning you. Don't play around. Let the voice of the people of this country be heard.
You said
you are in front of parliamentary panels. That's your frustration. Now, Jack Dorsey, right? Be quiet. I'm asking GD Bakshi. GD Bakshi, this strike. 1 second.
And whatever Gaurav
GD Bakshi, the images that show, thank you. Twitter, release the tweets.
Twitter of the cameras of
Twitter, I'm warning you.
2000 missiles, which always are equipped with it. Even a Spice 2000 mobile is equipped, and you are not having a Spice 2000 missile with a camera. You got a gun camera footage of Mirage 2000.
I'll show the footage. He's revealing himself. We'll have everyone on the screen. I want the pictures to play.
Can I please, Arnab, answer?
You see, the problem is. No. One second. General Bakshi, before I come to you, I'm just giving a little precedence to the Air Force officers. The Air Marshal P.K. Borbora is there. Air Marshal P.K. Borbora, what should we do with people like Nishant, who know nothing about the Air Force, nothing about technology, who are comparing the technology of a mobile phone, right, to an Israeli
How do you certify
missile
that?
like the Spice 2000.
How do you certify that? No, come on. How do you certify that?
You want
Tell
Robert
me-
Vadra to
tell me
certify it.
people in Dassault.
You want Robert Vadra to
were the
certify
Air
it.
Force officers. Although I salute Barbara Saab, I have lived under his fighter wings in Jamnagar, no doubt. He's a wonderful pilot. But then, don't underestimate others.
You are a
that they don't
hateful,
know anything
spiteful
about
man.
it. Come on, sir. Come
What
on,
do you
sir.
know?
How do you,
Okay,
how
what
do
do
you
you know?
certify
Let me test you.
anyone
Okay,
like
okay, just.
I am telling
no,
you,
one minute.
not one Indian
Just 1
has
minute.
questioned
Just
our
1 minute.
forces ever.
Just 1 minute. 1 minute.
Not one
Barbara,
person.
Air Marshal
But when it
Barbara,
comes to
I am.
BJP, you try to revolt the entire narrative.
Nishan, you know, you speak a lot doesn't make sense. Though,
No,
please speak a
Nishan,
little.
you are,
1 minute.
You are
I have an open
protecting
challenge on the
BJP
program this
from
evening.
the hard question that from where Amit Shah started putting numbers, from where the BJP spokesperson came up with numbers. So what you do, you put 4Gs along with people like us, and you
Viewers,
try
what
to
do we
bring a
do with these
narrative
people?
that we can't talk to them.
What do we
don't
do
want
with
to
these
talk
people?
to 4Gs. What we want is the
Barbara.
political aspect which BJP has created. Has any
What is
Indian
this?
asked
It is so
Indian Air
horrifying.
Force, Army and
It is
Navy
truly
to
humiliating.
kindly prove no?
It is
Come on,
unbelievable.
horrifying
What do we
is
do?
when
I want to ask you, Air Marshal. Just one. Praful.
Now you are saying you are questioning the BJP. I don't want any proof. If my armed forces are coming forward and giving a statement, I don't want any proof. You know, our country is not Pakistan like what Imran Khan has said about. Please, have some shame. I know you are Modi hater.
Praful, wait. Nalin Kohli, please wait. Nalin Kohli, before I come to you, I'd like Air Marshal Barbara. Air Marshal Barbara, Nishant Quiet, Air Marshal Barbara is on the screen. And I will say something today. Air Marshal Barbara, I call this an open challenge. It is being told today on the program, Air Marshal Barbara, it is being told on the program that Nishant says that he knows as much about satellite imagery, missile technology, and, circle error probability and accuracy of fire and forget Spice 2000 missiles. He has said today that he knows more about it than you do. So Nishant, congratulations, for your self-certification. Nishant,
Changing the narrative.
the Air Marshal is there. Kindly educate us, because
of course I would
please
never
tell
know
us,
more than Barbara.
tell us how this missile
I
works.
know more than you for sure.
Tell us how this missile works. Tell us how. Okay, you know more than everyone. How does the missile work?
If I were to just.
No. Air Marshal, I'm not asking you. I'm sorry, but I want to test this.
Put it this way.
I want to test this man's deep expertise. Nishant, please tell me, how does the Spice 2000 missile work? We want to be educated by him, right? Wing Commander Praful Bakshi, let's get educated, right? Okay, right now Nishant in the middle will educate Air Marshal SBP Sinha, Air Marshal PK Barbara, former Vice Chief of Air Staff. He will also educate Wing Commander Praful Bakshi. He will also educate Wing Commander Satish Sharma. He will also educate Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh. He will educate General GD Bakshi and Major Gaurav Arya on how these missiles work.
This is very sickening. What kind of sarcasm is this?
I'm dead serious. He said I know.
This is unfair.
He said I know. Viewers, did he not say I know?
Demeaning a person.
I will answer.
Demeaning a journalist.
Sundar, hold on.
He is not worked in the Air Force.
Sundar, hold on.
He has not
I will
worked in
answer.
the army.
Sundar,
And you are comparing him with the
Arnab
others.
Goswami, I am answering your question.
One minute.
Sundar, hold on.
Him in the middle. Praful, wait.
The answer is, and I am going to educate.
Everyone's volume down except the great man Nishant.
But Arnab Goswami, that
louder.
Yes, I am not going to educate any of my respected Faujis here, but Arnab Goswami. And the answer is, your question was, how does the missile Spice 2000 work? Sir, it is a confidential matter between the government and the forces. I will not reveal on this channel. The way you are revealing like a Bollywood movie, I will not do it. I will not do it.
Now.
And none
That's
of the
Robert
Faujis
Vadra moment.
will rebut me on that.
Everyone on the screen.
Why not? Why
No,
not?
everyone on the screen.
Why not?
1 second.
Not
Everyone
Fauji will say that I am wrong. Please clap.
This is fabulous.
Please clap. It is a confidential matter.
Fabulous.
You are the only people who would want the confidential matter to go out. I will never release a single bit of information that I have. I need not be as qualified as my colleagues.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, I just want to make one statement, and Nishantji, then you can take over, sir. Just one statement, sir, with your permission. Nishant ne ye bola tha ki this is confidential. You just go to YouTube. The company which manufactures it has put it on YouTube exactly how this missile functions. It's on YouTube.
The fact of the matter is, you see, when people like him make claims, now we're giving him too much attention.
I will answer.
Gaurav
sir,
let's open this up for debate. No, you're not answering. He's not on the debate. He's not on the debate. Now I'll get you on the debate in a bit. My question is, Ravi. My question is, Nalin Kohli, Air Marshal Barbara. Thank you very much. To the directors, I'm making a request. To the directors, I'm making a request.
You will put me off air.
Air Marshal Barbara, the damage was deadly. The images are clear. What do you see in those images about the Balakot proof?
And you find details of Rafale, which you don't put.
Stop going on and on.
Clarify a few more things here. There are
Air
these
Marshal
speakers
Barbara,
here
please,
who I don't know how many years they have been in this game. But Sinha and myself, we've been in the Air Force as professionals for 40 plus years. Now, if you got more knowledge than us, then I will keep quiet. You can carry on. But let's put it this way, for this mission,
have the debate.
From the initial thing of gathering all the intelligence, hard intelligence, satellite imageries, everything, it must have taken at least 24 hours of severe planning to ensure 100% success, ensure no casualty from our side, and keeping collateral damage to the minimum. That is how we plan in the Air Force.
Absolutely, sir.
The boys who planned, the boys who took part in this mission on a dark night, do you know the workload on these boys? The pressure that these boys go through? That you're laughing at them they didn't hit the target? Tell us how many bodies are there? Come on, you all are Indians, you are even a Pakistani professional will admire the job done as a professional. Not like you all who do not have the background knowledge, questioning the professional ability of the defense services of India. Sharam aana chahiye aap logon ko. Sharam aana chahiye.
Well said, Ravi. Hear that.
I'm sorry,
hear that,
but
Ravi.
I
Hear that,
do
Ravi.
not raise
Hear
my
that,
voice,
Mr.
but I'm
Roach.
raising it
Why
today.
wrong
Go on, sir.
narrative here?
Because it is terrible.
Please, sir. We never asked for the bodies. We never questioned armies.
What wrong narrative?
We never answered questions.
You're talking to a former deputy vice chief of air staff. What wrong narrative is he putting?
The politicians who are making.
Where does Amit Shah come into this? What's wrong narrative?
Capital of it.
For God's sake, I request you. I request you, sir. I request you, General Gurmeet Singh, and I request you, Praful, Wing Commander Praful Bakshi to come into this. I have. Oh, damn, Ahluwalia. Does Ahluwalia know more than Air Marshal Barbara? Does Ahluwalia know more than Air Marshal SBP Sinha? Does Ahluwalia know more than these people? You know, you politicians.
यार उसको बोल दो मैं जा.
Yes, GD Bakshi, go
Arnab,
on.
I have a very important
you.
submission to make. Thank you. Arnab, we have a colonial hangover in this country, which treats everything that comes from America and Europe as right and everything that the browns and blacks say as wrong. Arnab, people have been citing the Reuters. Let me read out what Reuters said and how the images that you have shown point by point prove right to Reuters absolutely wrong. Listen to this, Arnab. Listen to this. As per Reuters, satellite images taken by San Francisco-based Planet Labs on 4th March, 6 days after the Indian airstrikes, they say they were virtually unchanged. There was, listen to this, Arnab, no discernible holes in the roof of the buildings. Arnab, please show the holes. Please show the holes, Arnab. Just you can grab the camera to the right.
You read Washington Post also.
They're on the screen also. Can I please finish? Can I please finish? Why are you worried? Why are you worried? Why are you worried? Why are you trying to shout down? Why are you trying to shout down?
I read only one report.
Listen.
I also read the report.
Listen. Okay. No. Have you read it?
Yes.
Have you read it? There are no discernible holes in the roof of buildings, no sign of scorching, no displaced trees. What has the Pakistani media been saying? They have destroyed trees. No displaced trees. This is what Reuters said. Arnab, just show it to them. Show them the holes in the roof.
You are showing only one.
Show them the trees that are burned. Show them the mass graves.
I can show you 5
Show them the ambulance.
I read the
show them the bloody ambulance.
You want me to open it right now on the mobile?
Lies.
I can show you.
Don't tell lies. You read the Asian.
You know, this is so sad.
Asia Times.
This is so sad. Nalin Kohli, before I come to you, sir. Nalin Kohli and Mr. Roach and I want to tell you, Nalin Kohli, Mr. Roach and Nishant and Syed Aslam and Dinesh Varshni. First I come to you, then I'm coming to the officers here. So this is such a proud moment for us. When we show this evidence, we feel proud. Every Pakistani is nervous seeing this. Can't you for once forget, you know, you're sniping? Can't you say that we did a damn good job?
Government of India ये चीज दिखाए तो pride होगा.
Stop it, Nishant!
Bollywood
Shame on you!
We are indeed proud of our armed forces.
No, not at all.
Government of India. You know the Mirages go in and carry out this precision strike. They call it a Bollywood movie.
कमाल करते हो सर.
They call it a Bollywood movie.
Bollywood movie दिखा दो.
Proud of our men. We do not have
The people of this country won't forgive the Congress Party. The people of this country won't forgive the Congress Party.
Others do. There is no.
This is a fire and forget missile. Roach, let Nalin Kohli come in. Let Nalin Kohli come in. 1 second, Roach, you debate with Nalin. You debate with Nalin. Everyone's listening on. You know, Roach, Mr. Roach, please understand. I have seen this and I've spent some time.
The first is the most critical point.
I just tell one thing, Nalin, before I come to you.
This is the end of the era of strategic restraint, wherein the political leadership under Narendra Modi ji has given the armed forces, in this case the Air Force, a free hand to protect Indians' lives by taking out a terrorist training camp. This was proposed even in 2008. As we heard a few days ago on your channel, but then the political leadership chose at that time not to do so. Second, Pakistan is shaken. They have always had a narration of lies by denying even the existence of Osama bin Laden in Pakistan, by denying the Jaish-e-Mohammed, the LET and everyone, even the Taliban. They want to build their story in picking holes in this story that this is a great strike and a strike that has eliminated a large number of terrorists right there within Pakistan after our Air Force crossed the border. It's a huge thing. The world has taken notice. What hurts the most is that Indian political analysts and politicians are raising such questions that now the foreign minister of Pakistan is quoting them to basically build a Pakistani case. Is this what it has come to? Is this what is the reward that our valiant soldiers, and in this case Air Force, goes out there, does a precision strike of a manner that is enviable by the best Air Force in the world? That kind of strike, and here we have people
you come out and give us the right information.
Extremely unfortunate.
We are not doubting. We are with the government also. But do not lie to people.
What they're trying to say
look at this. I mean, the pain that they must be feeling with this kind of picking holes and constantly dragging politics over it about something that every Indian should be proud of and the majority of us
5 साल तक बिरयानी खा रहे थे, 5 साल तक उड़ी में टेरर टूरिज्म कर रहे थे ISI को बुला करके.
Oh, please, you know, this is so humiliating for me. I'm sorry, I want to say something.
And you're talking
This is so
about
cheap.
eating
This is
biryani?
cheap.
What's cheap in it?
No, this is very cheap. I will have to intervene. Sir, may I intervene? Wing Commander Satish and Full Bakshi. First of all, I sincerely apologize for the behavior of some of my panelists today. I feel sad, and I must say one thing. I must say one thing.
I feel ashamed.
I must say one thing today, that there are some people on the panel, some people on my panel.
Ashamed of this political party.
Sir, 1 minute, sir. One minute, sir. One minute, sir. So there are 1 minute, sir. There are some people on the panel who are, who are like my father's age. My late father's age. And I feel very sad today that there is no respect for domain expertise and for people who won the uniform. I know Air Marshal Barbara. I've known him for a long time. I felt pain in his voice today. It's not aggression. I felt a sense of sadness. And Air Marshal Barbara, I feel sad also because I've spent some time researching and reporting on this story. And I can tell you this. I can tell you this, Nalin. This is cutting edge technology. This is cutting, is it not, sir? Is it not, Wing Commander Bakshi, Satish ji? Can you tell us, is it not,
of our Air Force pilots.
And the skill with which it has been delivered.
Of the officers who ensured such a precision. How are they running?
Sir, the missile burns a hole through the Jaish-e-Mohammed campus. But why does it burn a hole in your heart?
Just to say how proud.
Why does it burn a hole in your heart?
Look at General Bakshi. Every day here, what do they?
Sir, please go on.
What we are talking about today is only because of the government. We are not talking about our forces.
Sir, I think Wing Commander go on. Why go on?
Go
on, Wing Commander Satish.
We are only talking.
I'm now asking.
We are only talking with the government.
You're asking Nishad. Go on, call him up.
The government is being.
Nishant, what is
Nishad, go on. Nishad.
Crystal Maze Mark II? I think you are quite jammed up on this.
Yeah, he says.
What is Crystal Maze Mark II? This is the missile which we have used. A. B. What do you know about satellites? I have been the joint director.
Oh, yeah.
And once we talk about this, it's a real-time access through that we do as a professional. What you talk about, hole, 3-hole, 4-hole, we have done that because it was a task given by the government.
Pinhole precision, sir.
Number 2 areas.
He knows nothing.
You talk about real-time access to that. Somebody talks about US satellites. By foot. When we have entered in China. What we have done, Mr. Gandhi came to us.
Sir,
I was a scientist that time.
Oh, yeah.
And what was said? Sir, how far we are behind from China? I said 20 years. I've shown him live. His mother was sitting in Beijing, sheet number 89.
Oh, yeah.
I said, this is your mother. Can you penetrate in China? Yes, we can. But the thing is, we have not shown, unfolded our strategy, our tactical things, which you people are arguing unnecessary.
They want the tactical.
Number 2 areas, real-time information when you talk. We have done it with the precision guide munitions and in a professional way. Please, if you do not have that, do not try to side with the Pakistan at least. This is our country. We have a professional team of professionals,
and all
we
the
are proud of it.
All the forces.
Apologize, Nishad.
The will to do was not there.
Wing Commander Bakshi now, sir. The question is,
do you know that,
that's
sir?
the point. The point he makes is we have tested technology, we have cutting-edge technology. But they've taken a decision.
You never question the forces. You
say,
question the
government.
Please understand.
Wing Commander Bakshi
understand.
Wing Commander Bakshi and Dinesh Vash.
There is no doubt. You know very well. We don't question. You know very well that there is no doubt that this technology which we had is state of art. Not only this, the coordination and the command and control and the intelligence gathering all amalgamated into one action has created this destruction. Now we just don't know what is your problem. Are you wanting to ask whether the target is destroyed?
Take him by name, sir. Ask Dinesh Vashni.
Mr. Dinesh Vashni,
what do you want?
Me, is your doubt about breaking of the target? Is your doubt about takeoff of the aircraft?
What doubt hai?
Is your doubt about killing of the
Boliye, Dinesh Vashni, what's your doubt?
How are we interested in a terrorist? Nothing to do. If the military target is destroyed, it is destroyed. Now we are waiting for the next target. Not for your combination, and not for your questions, and not for your doubts.
One time you are asking me to address me. And until I listen to his address, how can I answer? Look, Commander Bakshi and Air Marshal Saab and General Bakshi, we have no doubt at all on the integrity, on the valor, on the might of our armed forces at all.
Then what?
Never ever we have questioned it, nor any opposition leader. We have only questioned it when BJP tried to bring the valor and patriotism of our armed forces into both markets.
BJP.
Then only it's coming question. Nobody has questioned. The BJP brought in the both market. Who is Amit Shah? Who is Amit Shah to speak on your behalf? Who is Yogi to speak on your behalf?
Yeah, he's been
At this juncture, may I come in?
Will you allow the warmongering? Will you allow the BJP to speak?
Abhi question, sir, please go on.
May I come in at this juncture?
Yes, diplomacy is jingo.
Can you listen patiently? Can you listen patiently to a soldier?
Are you for BJP?
You must listen to a soldier.
Are you
Today is the day of realization for doubters.
Or BJP?
Sir, proof is there, sir.
Please listen. You learn something. It's important that the doubters, dissenters and spoilers listen on this day of realization. The photographs which have been shown today, they give you pride of February 26th when history was made. It indicates professionalism. It indicates transformation. It indicates precision technology. It indicates the will, decision and the effect on the ground.
Yes, sir.
The terrorist camp which was there was brought into rubble.
Yes, sir.
It has been changed into a graveyard. You must understand this. And please listen. I don't know why you want to listen.
You don't have to be from the unit.
Today should be the day of realization that
BJP, Congress,
doubted, dissented. They've been exploited by the proxy war abettors from Pakistan.
Sir, this has to stop. Gaurav, one minute. I ask you, sir.
I'm asking you.
Sir, I want to say one thing. I want to say one thing.
For BJP.
May I get a slot where I can speak?
Sir, I will come to you, sir. I have to take a little break and come back. I only will say one thing before I go.
They want to drowse the voice of freedom.
Sir, Air Marshal Barbara is there. Air Marshal Barbara wants to make a point.
He is not for BJP, but he is for armed forces. That we also say.
Yes. So this is nothing. This is not. It's a political leadership which decides. Sir, I have to take a break. Air Marshal Barbara, I request you 1 minute. 1 minute, everyone. First of all, to all those calling into our newsroom, I want to tell you today that some of you are calling our newsrooms in Delhi and Mumbai. I make a humble submission to you. I'm not in a position to take your calls live.
Mr. Vashna, if you can kindly keep quiet. Please, give me a minute. I'll just take 1 minute. Mr. Vashna, you made a very good introduction by showing a lot of respect for the defense services. I am thanking you for that. But did your people call the army chief a gunda? Did your people call my chief of Indian Air Force a liar? Now, please answer. You can say anything on television now. I have all respect for defense services.
Sir.
Please, don't be a hypocrite. At least in public. Kuch defense services who allow you to sleep every day, go to work every day. We protect your skies, we protect your borders.
We have got an MOS who does not remember his date of birth even. We have got an MOS who was ex-army general, does not remember even his date of birth. What kind of credibility that guy has got?
Arnab, thank you so much. Arnab, first of all, on behalf of all the boys in olive green, we would like to salute our Air Force colleagues. We would like to publicly salute and acknowledge the valor and professionalism of our Air Force colleagues. I'm sure everybody on this panel agrees. Number two, Arnab, we attacked the Balakot terrorist camp. In response, the Pakistani Air Force hit our army, hit our Air Force, tried to kill our boys in blue, tried to kill our boys in OG. Arnab, in any other country. The opposition would have been baying for a strong counter-attack. They would have been baying for a strong counter-attack. But they did not, because they are scared of Uncle Sam. They are scared of Uncle Sam. That is the problem. Therefore, who do they pick on? They pick on the armed forces. They question the armed forces. They get on their back. They want a court of inquiry while the war is still on. The Air Force Chief told you yesterday. The Air Force Chief told you yesterday.
They call it marketing. Nalin Kohli. One sec.
We are giving you
that Yusuf Azhar, the brother of Masood Azhar.
When I put out the information, you call it marketing.
Next day, Pakistan says we have kept them away, and Yusuf Azhar has been taken into custody along with 44 other Jaish operatives. Now my point is this: if so many Jaish Muhammad operatives have been killed there, Pakistan should be rather happy about it. And he should come and thank Mr. Narendra Modi that you have done a wonderful job by airstriking the Jaish camp. And you have eliminated out 250 or 300 these troublemakers.
You are trivializing this, sir. You are trivializing this.
You are
trivializing. Thank you very much, everyone on the screen. I can't take this anymore. Nalin Kohli is on the debate. You're trivializing it. You're trivializing it. You're looking it through a narrow spectrum.
And look at
one second. Nalin, we keep the debate moving. Nalin is responding. 1 minute. Praful, wait. Let Nalin have a
look at what Pakistan says, how Pakistan is doing it. Are they speaking for Pakistan or for India's interests? How far is this going to go? There has to be a limit. There has to be closure.
Sacrifice of the armed forces are being...
We should be standing one behind the Air Force, which is even at this moment on the highest alert. All our soldiers on the ground with daily shelling that takes place on the cross-border with the cross-border ceasefire violation. Every day they are countering it to make sure we stay comfortably. Yet there are questions.
MR Venkatesh. MR and Nishant on the debate now. MR and Nishant. Before I come to both of you, I want to share something, MR.
I am flabbergasted.
They say, where was the strike? Where was the strike? 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the coordinates of the strike. Should I reveal it? I don't think it's sensitive information. It's well known. Okay, 1 second. With the permission of all the experts on the panel, the coordinates
now come to the stage that it has come and metamorphosized into a hatred for India. Nishanji, please stop this nonsense. Let me tell you, you have crossed the border, and I'm telling you, you have crossed the border. You have now seen more as a Pakistani than an Indian. Even in Pakistan, it is a given that there has been an airstrike and there has been loss of life. What are you trying to tell us? You are trying to question the patriotism, the professionalism, and the precise manner in which the men in our armed forces have gone about and stuck and done their task. They have taken huge risks. They have done huge favor to us. Let us salute them. They have prevented 100 Pulwamas from happening. You have to salute them, and you have to also back the political leadership of the day. Please understand, you cannot diverse one from the other. The political leadership is as important as the professional army that we have, and both of them require to be saluted. You cannot salute only the army and say that I don't care about Narendra Modi. It is because of Narendra Modi these strikes happened, and had it been a person like Manmohan Singh, he would have rinsed his arms, he would have hummed and hawed, he would have gone about and then said nothing is to be done. So we have to distinguish between the political leadership.
यहाँ तक के पुलिस वाले को रोज सलूट करती है सर, मन से करती है, पर ये जो गंदगी है, ये जैसे बीजेपी ये शुरू किया है नंबर गेम करके वहां से आता है, इसलिए किसी को ये आवश्यकता नहीं है बताने की, कोई फौजी को ये कहने की जरूरत नहीं है कि कोई भी भारतीय The problem is, आपको और हमारे सामने पोर्ट्रे करते हैं.
I now want to share some information.
Olive green से लेके
I want to share some information.
White uniform देखते
I want to share some information. Nishant,
चाहे हमें सलूट करना नहीं आता हो.
The images are of the ground.
लेकिन यहाँ पे problem है.
I want to first tell you a few things about this strike.
नलिन कोहली साहब, ये बताओ.
Can he be quiet for a minute? Can somebody shout on my behalf because I've got a bad throat?
I'll shout, Arnab.
Can you ask him to be quiet for a minute because I've got a bad throat. Nishant.
Okay, Nishant, please. Nishant,
he's not listening.
I'd like you to keep quiet, please, for a minute.
Nishant, I got a bad throat. I'm not shouting.
Okay, Nishant, we've heard you. You have a beautiful voice. Now, please keep quiet. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gaurav.
All right, sir, all right.
You're not
a minute of your silence, please.
Emma, thanks so much, Gaurav. Thank you so much for that. One sec.
Thank you.
One sec. I want to share something. The latitude, please pay close attention. Please pay close attention. Sir, coordinates were trailed to Jeddah, which is 34.46 degree north, 73.32 degree east. That is the mega terror JEM compound that we blew to smithereens. The coordinates of the strike are available, and today on national television, I challenge anyone to get the coordinates and the image and then come on a debate with me. Point number one.
I don't see
right resolution.
Which MI is this?
Less than 30 centimeter satellite these images.
30 centimeter,
2.5 to 3 meter resolution.
Yeah, so we have 30 meter down to 30 meter, 30 centimeter resolution in this area. The second point, can I have silence for a minute, please? I want to share something. I want to show the images of the ground. I want to say something very important. Viewers, over pictures, please. Over pictures, please.
But subject to that.
So over pictures, please. I wish to say this. Please listen to me. Over pictures. Sir, look at the images on the ground. You will see a big Maidan. The Maidan out there which has been dug up. About half of that ground has been converted into a burial ground. Imagine a large field. Half of it is turned into a burial ground. Right? Now, how many people, I did a calculation there. How many people will fit if you give 5 feet 8 inches or 5 feet 9 inches or 5 feet 11 inches as the average height? My mathematics told me that there would be a minimum of 300 to 50 to 400 bodies that would have been dug in the mass grave, given the area which has been dug. Even if you put one body on top of the other, which is the way they probably have done it, the fact is that is the size of the ground. That is the size of the burial site, because the Pakistanis could not move, Gaurav, the bodies out.
Yes.
So they had to do the mass grave inside the compound. Because if you move the body out, there will be mayhem among the civilians in Balakot.
Yes.
So जो कुछ करना था उनको उसी के अंदर दफना दिया उधर उनको. That is the success of the strike. Now they will not believe all this, you know, Prafulla. They will not believe all this. I opened and then they will give me. So now we go back to the. Why don't they want to, Praful? Praful. You talk to them, Praful.
See the problem.
Praful.
Problem is.
Yeah, everyone.
They will keep saying, you know, we respect our armed forces. See. Nobody from day one, every time our armed forces spoke, they gave the statement. Even for the surgical strike, our army people gave the statement. It was not a political statement.
Again he started.
But politically,
please speak louder.
it is creditable. It is creditable that decision was taken, that the confidence was given to the professional army. They were given freedom. They were given freedom to plan their operations and execute them.
I think
that is the difference.
I ask you this.
And these people will keep shifting the goalposts. They will raise new questions and they will be quoted by Pakistanis. That is the problem. They want to be the patriot of Pakistani cyber in India.
I tell you.
I allege them. They are Pakistani narrative peddlers in India.
Yeah, go on.
My dear countrymen, when you are talking about the only 3 lines, it is an English channel. What I am talking is.
आप हिंदी में बोलिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम.
मैं हिंदी की बात करता हूँ. ये जो लोग आज इस बात को उठा रहे हैं, ये कौन है? ये सब सावन के तस्कर हैं, सब मिली जुली चतुराई है. ये सब सावन के तस्कर हैं, सब मिली जुली चतुराई है. ये सब सपनों के सौदागर, ये सब मौसेरे भाई हैं.
Well said. You know the sentiments running. What is Ravi Srivastav? You understand the sentiments among people, and I have one question to ask Wing Commander Praful Bakshi. Wing Commander Praful Bakshi, I want you to ask that question to Ravi Srivastav. Wing Commander Bakshi, ask Ravi Srivastav on my behalf, please, because I have a bad throat today, as you know. Ask him, sir. Ask him whether or not Sir, you know, I tell you viewers, you know, I'm not being allowed to talk. Can I say it, sir? Can I say it? So I know that the Pakistan National Security Committee had a meeting on the 26th of February, and they said no heavy casualties in Balakot. They said it's a reckless and fictitious claim. So anyone taking that line today is actually speaking an open Pakistan security establishment perspective. Itna to logo ko bhi pata chal gaya aaj.
Bilkul.
Why are they saying so, sir? You tell these people what in your view says so. Hamare paas information and they have no information, they have no expertise. Why are they blindly going and taking that line? I'm surprised. I've never seen this happen before.
But the question is, they have a hidden agenda. Their political agenda is over the country's interest. And that is why they're asking this question.
No, this whole business that
we don't have any agenda. It is these people having agenda. This is BJP people having agenda. They are only the capital of it, of your well-over. They are demeaning you. I said 1,000 people were killed there. Why are they saying 250 people were only killed there? Come on, they are demeaning you. They are insulting you. It is BJP people who are doing it. They are only
Air Marshal Barbara.
Air Marshal Barbara.
Air Marshal PK Barbara.
हमने किया,
Air Marshal PK. Air Marshal PK Barbara.
Keep quiet.
Air Marshal PK Barbara. The Pakistan Army.
महीने बाद होने वाले इलेक्शन में वोट के लिए करना.
आप election, Modi, din raat, Modi. Stop your Modi obsession. If Modi's done a good thing, support him. You may hate him, but he's done a damn good thing. इतना तो सब लोग समझ जाते हैं.
What has he done, Arnab?
Your obsession with Modi is making you not look at national interest or what?
Please, can I say something?
Roach.
Can I say something, Arnab?
Roach, PK Barbara is making a point.
Can
PK.
I say something? Yes, Arnab.
Air Marshal Barbara first. Air Marshal Barbara. The Pakistan Air Marshal Barbara. The line used by the Pakistani army was that the payload of hastily escaping Indian aircraft fell in the open. Sir, the Air Marshal Barbara, I'm asking you. The Pak Army spokesperson said payload of hastily escaping Indian aircraft fell in the open, which basically makes it look like. Okay.
Now, may I please say a last sentence for all our panelists and for the viewers. You've seen what smart technology can do. We are today, at least the Air Force, I'm sure the Navy as well as the Army, we are short of what we have been asking for. May I request all people to support the armed forces to get what they need so that we can serve you. We don't want to serve ourselves. With just another request, all panelists, whether we are opposition or from the government side, anything, for goodness sake, be an Indian for some time. Some of you, unfortunately, are giving us the vibe that you support the elections more and the votes more rather than the nation. Please, for goodness sake, give up this political game. Do not involve defense services and make it an issue on national media.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
Agree.
Well said. Can I add to that?
What do you mean I agree? What have you been doing for the last 3 weeks? Sabut every day.
Absolutely agree with you.
We were doing rallies.
Now you say we agree.
The same.
Doing rallies. They were launching
Please say the same to BJP. That the BJP should not do the valor of the armed forces to the board market.
You talk to the BJP directly, sir, but rise above, rise above.
Churu rally and their rallies. Stop depicting the wing commander who was there in Pakistan on their posters and banners. Please ask them to stop.
Look at the irony.
Let BJP stop
all over the country.
Marketing.
When
Why is
celebrating what has happened in terms of the armed forces, showing a new level to which we can go to protect the motherland and to ensure that terrorists don't come in.
No, don't tell us.
Everybody's trying to find
It is
fault
you
with
who started politicizing the valor of armed
speaking this
forces,
kind of language.
depicting
That tomorrow in
soldiers
Pakistan
that
will be
is
absolutely
more important.
to paint the Pakistani point of view even better.
In Bihar,
It's
Modi ji
unfortunate.
felt his rally is
It's
more
really
important.
unfortunate.
Modi ji
Like
felt his
Professor
rally is
Varshney
more
and others, what are
important.
they doing?
The rally is continued.
Why are we doing
The
this?
rallies have continued.
It's okay. Please oppose Modi ji if you wish to do. You have a democratic right not to vote for him. But then there are other Indians who will vote for him for the work his government has done. But why are you dragging such a successful operation into the political sphere by raising questions on it? By not taking the value of what the armed forces themselves are informing the nation? When we are in a state of alert, where the matter has an end and Pakistan still has an emergency in its airspace,
rallies are more important.
why are you
Even on
not?
the day of Pulwama, you
can't speak this folk tongue.
In Bihar,
This tongue of
when the
duplicity.
funeral of a martyr
That,
was
oh,
happening,
we are with the
Modi ji felt
armed forces,
attending the rally was more
but
important.
oh, we are very happy the Air Force did this,
Stop this
but
pseudo-nationalism.
oh, we are
Stop
very
this
happy that this is there, but
Stop
what is
this
this?
pseudo-nationalism. Stop this. You cannot.
Speaking for the armed forces and praising them is pseudo-nationalism. Recognizing their valor is pseudo-nationalism.
We are praising.
Congratulating the Air Force is pseudo-nationalism. Saluting the officers who lay down their lives for the motherland is pseudo-nationalism.
Stop politicizing.
Aslam, let me tell you one thing. Aslam, in June 2018, Nalin, 1 minute. In June 2018, after the surgical strike video was put out, one failed retired, not actually retired, semi-retired lieutenant journalist tweeted it and labeled it as government propaganda and said, I quote, to somehow change the narrative from Vikas. Right. After the surgical strike proof, Mayawati also attacked the government and says releasing the video of the surgical strike is an attempt to distract people. If you don't release the video, then you say, show us the sabut. Just think about it.
They'll complain.
You don't release the video, same
And
people
when
will
you
say it
release
is
the
not
video,
happening.
they'll say it's
If you release the video,
Can I just add one point?
propaganda.
Just one point.
What is to be done with these people?
1 month before the polling.
Okay.
Arnab, just one point.
GD Bakshi.
Arnab, just one
GD
point.
Bakshi and Roach.
Arnab, with your permission. With your
no objection at all.
Arnab, with your permission.
You have my
With your
permission, sir, but
kind
you don't have their permission. I am the most polite person on the program.
Or conflict, in a war or conflict, the battle of perceptions and narratives is very, very important these days. Let's not win the battle on the ground and lose the battle of perception and narratives because we want to cooperate with people across the border. For God's sake, aap yahan ka khana khate ho. We may win that battle, but if you make us lose the war of perceptions and narratives, you have done us in.
Hear that, Aslam?
Come in, please.
No, there's nothing to come in now. People are, you know the way people are responding to now.
Who is responding?
You know these people have also done.
I would like to ask questioning the politics.
I would like to ask. They are asking that show the dead bodies.
No one can question
the force is working now.
Question the
kids are asking.
We are true Indians, and the entire nation is together and united to fight the terrorism.
Where is Robert Vadra? Where is Robert Vadra? Has he given you his permission for the narrative that you're putting out? Now listen to me. Good I silenced you.
Why should he?
The point
Why
is,
should he give
I
the
want to make a
permission
broader
to us?
point.
Why should he give the permission to us, Arnab? Arnab, it is wrong.
Because he's the commander-in-chief of the Vadra Congress.
If he's wrong,
the panel,
file a case and put him behind judge.
Bharat Hindi, he started by saying that the missiles went there and they evaporated everything. You know, everything was vaporized. Air Marshal Barbara, sir, your indulgence here. Major Gaurav Arya retired, sitting on the panel.
You are challenging Barbara.
The program says the
Air Marshal Barbara,
and they
the world's
vaporized
number one missile expert Nishant Verma wants to challenge you. The world's number one guided missile expert. He's a guided missile himself.
I am not challenging. I am bringing his.
He's a misguided
I am bringing his attention.
He's challenging you. Go on.
Now don't change the narrative. Air Marshal Barbara sir. Air Marshal Barbara sir. It's not challenging. I am bringing something to notice. In the beginning of the program, Major Gaurav Arya sitting on the program says that when the missiles hit the target, everything evaporated, vaporized, and hence there was nothing called dead bodies or anything left. After that, they put up a program and show or a graphic and show that वहाँ पे इतना बड़ा burial land है, everyone is putting there.
I said, I think either your English or Hindi or both
अरे
are
sir,
weak.
rewind करके
What
देख
I said
लो.
specifically
So,
was
Air Marshal
that the
sir,
temperature
this is the
inside
reason
that building
all these
will be
kind
more
of
than 1,000,
talks happen
2,000
on
degrees.
channels,
It
and
would even
unfortunately I
melt
see the
metal.
sadness in
I
your
did not
eyes,
say that the
which I
bodies
don't
will not
want
be
to.
available.
I just wanted
Please
to bring
don't put words in my mouth. Please don't lie, Nishan.
Rewind करके देख लो.
Please don't lie.
गौरव साहब,
Don't
rewind
lie,
करके
Nishan.
देख लो.
You've been caught with
ये
your
आपने
pants
क्या
down.
किया? वेपराइज हो गए. आपका तो ट्वीट भी आ गया.
Don't do it,
Everything
Nishan.
is vaporized.
Don't do it.
और उसके बाद आप कहते हो इतना बड़ा जमीन जहाँ पे आप burial land है. क्यों झूठ बोलते हो
You're
यार?
wrong, my friend. You're wrong.
क्यों झूठ बोलते हो?
When the missile
क्यों
hits
झूठ
and when
बोलते
the
हो?
missile explodes, the temperature increases.
आपका ट्वीट है गौरव आर्या. आपका ट्वीट है. आपका ट्वीट है. आप रिवाइंड करके देख लो. आप कहते हो मिसाइल से इंडिया एवरीथिंग वेपराइज. उसके बाद कहते हो इतना बड़ा ब्यूरियल ग्राउंड उसमें दफन किया. क्यों झूठ बोलते हो?
The temperature
Air Marshal
will make
Barbara,
the
sir,
Marshal
that is
Barbara.
what I wanted to bring to
Air
your
Marshal
notice,
Barbara.
that these kind of narratives
Air
are
Marshal
getting
Barbara,
created
this is a new
inside
category of
such
people.
studios
On a serious
which are not between us. We respect you, sir, and all
Air
the
Marshal.
On a very serious note, I have brought this to the notice.
No, Barbara.
This is Nishan.
Okay. Field Marshal Nishan.
Field Marshal.
I would like to ask you something. Do you understand what happens when an explosion takes place?
May I please
A solid turns into gas instantaneously.
May I please reply?
Hey, let Air Marshal speak.
चिढ़ के बात मत करो जो आपने बोला आपको मिरर दिखाया. आप चिढ़ के क्यों बात कर रहे हो गौरव आर्या? मैंने आपको मिरर दिखाया. आपने दो स्टेटमेंट
मैं इसलिए चिढ़ के बात कर रहा हूं कि आपकी शक्ल देख के किसी को भी चला जाए तो
आप सोचिए प्रोग्राम की शुरुआत और उसके बाद आप क्या कर रहे हैं? प्रोग्राम की शुरुआत में आप कहते हैं एवरीथिंग वेपराइज्ड और उसके बाद आप कहते हैं इतना बड़ा जमीन के अंदर ब्यूरियल ग्राउंड. आप क्या दिखा रहे हैं देश को? मेरे से चिढ़ने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. आप खुद सोचिए आपने क्या दिखाया.
Okay.
Air Marshal Barbara is replying. Can he stop for a
moment? Nishant, I heard your question. It's a valid question to ask, and a statement made by Gaurav, which is also valid. What the hell difference does it make if we have got and killed the damn enemy? Does it make a difference if he is gone into smithereens or there's a skeleton left? If we have hit the target, we have taken out the poison. That is what we should look for, not contradicting each other. He is vaporized, he is this, he is that. Come on. We have destroyed the enemy.
Well said.
That counts for us.
That's the point.
Please.
But that's his worry, you see. Air Marshal Barbara, Air Marshal Barbara, let me tell you, I'll conclude by saying this. I conclude by saying this. General Gurmeet, and the senior people here on the panel. General Gurmeet, I think Air Marshal Barbara in conclusion asks a very relevant question. What is the point? MR, I start with you and I'll take it forward. You know what?
By the government.
Can you please?
All the women sitting there are being used and
God,
abused.
what are you, a cruise
Of course
missile
they're being
expert
used
or
by the
ballistic
government.
expert now?
How do you feel?
Oh, you are an anti-tank expert. You are an artillery expert.
Gaurav
What are you
has
exactly? What is your level of defense expert?
aggression which is expected of a young military officer. Gaurav, Arnab, Gaurav has shown the natural aggression which is expected from any young officer. Don't you dare.
Because he's worn the uniform,
Keep it up, Gaurav. Keep it up. We would like our enemies
question Gaurav Arya on
burn in
military
hell.
issues, sir. Thank you, sir. That's a senior officer coming in your support. It means a lot.
Grateful, sir.
It means a
Grateful,
lot.
sir.
Well done, Gaurav. Well done, Gaurav. My question is, MR, I start with the final round. I start with final. MR, quick word from all of us. Quick word from all of us. MR, a question asked here is, what difference does it make whether the bodies are in smithereens or there is a skeleton? You know what difference there is, MR? The difference is that if it is proven that the strike has been successful and the Jaish camp has been blown and 300, 400 Jaish have been killed, the worry is, MR, that Modi will take the benefit. The only concern right now is if Modi has actually done this because first they cannot believe because the pusillanimous invertebrate previous Prime Minister we had could not have done it.
So let them tell us. Arnab, we need to know. Let the government tell us. Let the government clarify, not a news channel clarifying.
No,
not a
please
news channel
understand.
clarifying. Let the government clarify.
News channel.
Arnab, I have a point.
MR, please, yeah, MR. The final round.
What is the clarification you want? Here is the clarification that Arnab has given. And you are ready to disbelieve him. See, please understand, Mr. Rose. Your standard of evidence that you will demand will be anything and everything. You want a dead man to come from the grave and tell you want them to all the 300.
Jail sab now. Last round in the studio, jail sab. How should we look at it?
We are not
in the middle, jail sab.
With the forces and we are proud of our
Air Chief had told in the press briefing that the target has been destroyed.
Why are they
the last word
was destroyed.
Why are they bringing
Thank you, sir.
No doubt.
Air Marshal, after that it's over. Air Marshal SVP Sirha. How does it amuse you when you're seeing this debate?
Why are they using the forces?
Airstrikes over Balakot had two aims. The political aim was to drive home to Pakistan that if you don't train in terrorists on your soil, we will do that for you after entering your border.
Yeah.
The second was the military aim to destroy as many and kill as many terrorists as possible, which was done, which is verified by electronic intelligence of over 300 people.
Yeah.
Even if it is
Wing Commander.
Immediately, there were only two aspects, dear countrymen. Number one, it was a will of the government, and it is not BJP or Congress. Today, the government of India, as per the constitution, has empowered us. Number two, we have done the attrition and we have achieved the air supremacy and we have destroyed the target.
And for the last 70 years, for the first time you have seen this tremendous change in the political activity of the nation and the mind. And achievement of military target has been done perfectly well. Humanitarian laws don't want to kill innocent people and collateral damage, which we did not do, and we achieved the target right as it should be.
At that point in time, last word, if anybody has any further questions,
please do not.
If anybody has any further questions, one minute. If you have further questions on howitzers, Nishant Verma. If you have further questions on submarine technology, Nishant Verma. If you have further questions on artillery, Nishant Verma. If you have further questions on missiles, Nishant Verma. Ladies and gentlemen, the India's #1 defense expert is Nishant Verma. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.